Namaste and hello. This is your Sanskrit instructor welcoming you back into lesson number 58. In the previous lesson, we learned about the sixth conjugation, and in this lesson, we will be learning about the irregular verbs for the sixth conjugation. Just as a reminder, the sixth conjugation is one of the easiest conjugations, one of the easier conjugations, because the radical vowel doesn't take guna. You are not adding ya to the end of the root. All what you're doing is that you're adding a for before you're adding the terminations, which we have always been doing so far. And then that becomes a before terminations beginning with ma or va. So the root word that you're being given here, the base word, the verbal base, that does not change. In essence, it does not change. You just have to add your and your termination ending. So a example that we used last lesson was tud, and that meant to strike. Then it just became tud remain tud. Then you're adding your ending, and then you're adding your termination endings. So you have tudati, tudataha, tudanti, tudasi, tudataha, tudata, tudami, tudavaha, tudamaha. Now to the irregular verbs, remember these are going to be a little bit different. So let's go over our new vocabulary right now. So we have krit, to cut becomes krintati. Then much, to reach, becomes munchati. Then we have lup, to break, becomes lumpati. Then lip, to anoint, becomes limpati. Vid, to find, becomes vindati. Then sitch, to sprinkle, becomes sinchati. Ish, to wish, becomes ichhati. And brach, to ask, becomes prichhati. Notice that in most of the irregular verbs here, a nasal consonant is added. A half nasal consonant is added to conjugate the verb. And we're going to use that as a tool to help us remember how the irregular verbs of the sixth conjugation are formed, to help us remember these vocabulary words. So let us notice here that in krit, you have your dental ta, right? So this is dental. And notice that your nasal, the nasal consonant that is being added, is also in the dental category. If you go back to your table, for the dental category, you have ta, that's in krit, ta, ta, da, da, na. The soft nasal consonant that is added to krit is from the same category as the ta. It's also in the dental category. And you're going to see a pattern. So let's take a look. Much, to reach, okay? Cha is a palatal. So cha, cha, ja, cha, nya. So you have cha and you have nya. Nya is also added. Okay, so the nasal is in the same category. Lup, to break, becomes lumpati. So that is a labial. And if we zoom out a little bit, you can see both of them. So pa is a labial. Let's circle the pa here. And then ma, the half ma, is also a labial. It's the nasal in the labial category. It's a nasal consonant. Same thing for lip. That's why, for the same reason, how you have lup becomes lumpati, lip is also going to become limpati. So la from the labial, and then you have your ma from the labial. For vid, to find, you have vindati. So da is adental, and then the nasal na is added at the end, vindati. The nasal na, which is in the dental category. Then you have sich, becomes sinchati, sorry. Sich becomes sinchati, and that is to sprinkle. So cha, and you have cha is a palatal, and nya is also a palatal. And then to wish and to ask, those are different from the others. For ish, you have sichati, and then for prach, you just have prichati. So those are two exceptions, but hopefully taking a look at the pattern between the consonant that is being used and the nasals, hopefully that will help you remember how the irregular verbs are formed when you're ready to conjugate them in the sixth conjugation. So I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, you can always shoot an email to mdg.sanskrit@gmail.com. So if you have any questions, you could always shoot me an email there. Other than that, this is your Sanskrit instructor signing off with a namaste.